Hey guys, welcome back to some more Fire Emblem. We're going to be doing the three quests. We're going to start with the extra quest. And basically the team I'm going to be going with for the next mission, make next month. So
What's my strategy? One thing. This is not fighting. It's what matters. What's the plan? Brush them off. Onward.
what?
Onward.
Have the right. Mm-hmm.
Shall we? Brush them all. Let's go. Guide me well. Destiny unfurls. Just to use this. What's my strategy?
Gonna end it off.
Through the tides. I'll use this power for greater good.
With that victory, brings us here. Hold on. I think I was getting you. Never mind. Let's get your land skills up. Same thing with you.
What? It's all.
No, well, let's see what their interactions are.
Professor, have you been looking for me again? I am very busy, you know. I must insist that disruptions for light-hearted chats of this kind be kept to a minimum. What, as I told you, there is obviously. Professor, I assure you, you have been deceived. My adversary has poisoned the hearts of these ladies against me. The plot is deeper than I thought. All right, let's not get carried away. Please understand, Professor. I am not some scoundrel out for conquest. I am attempting to fulfill my duty as heir of House Blossom. It is my responsibility to continue our noble line by finding a suitable lady to be my wife. It is a rigorous process. My family has the very highest standards for appearance, grace, temperament, and pedigree. Typically, yes. Critical of that notion. Suitability, marriage is not merely a union of individuals, it's also a union of families. It would not benefit House Gloucester to be tied to a family of powerless commoners, would it? To achieve supremacy, it is necessary for my line to be tied to that of an influential family. That is the best path to peace and prosperity for all. So, as you can see, the future of the alliance rests on my shoulders. It is nothing out of the ordinary. That means I would rather not.
Yeah, I just don't care what you say about Valorant.
To be with Eloise? Yes! I feel so much better.
If you need help leaving your room, I'll be happy to drag you out of it.
What? You're so
Uh-huh.
tried my best.
Yes, we did a fine job. Always room for improvement.
This feels like
I still have
I'm almost tired.
Oh, hey there. What are you doing up at this hour? Is that right? I guess the more you have to think about, the harder it is to fall asleep. It's like this. I like to gaze up at the stars to clear my head. Been that way since I was a kid. Looking up at the big starry sky makes my dreams feel small, which makes it feel like I can actually make them come true. I didn't believe in gods when I was a kid. Maybe that's because the night sky took their place for me. Hey, Teach, will you talk with me a while? I bet you figured this out, but I wasn't born in Fulham. Where I come from? Fulham are looked down on as cowards. Technically, that cowardice runs in my veins. On my mother's side, anyway. That's why the people who were around me when I was growing up thought of me as outside. But I don't believe Fulham are cowards. That kind of perspective is just based on ignorance. A person from Poland who I know, she fell in love with a man from the wrong side of the border, had the guts to leave home to pursue that love. I always threw that in faces of anyone who tried to make a fool of me. My mother is proof that people of Fulton aren't all cowards. Just saying that doesn't achieve anything. I need to destroy the prejudices that have taken root in my homeland. That's why I came here, to see Fulton with my own eyes. I thought I might be able to find a new perspective that could help me change things. What did I find? The people here view anyone who's an outsider as a beast of sorts. I was shocked. Even though our cultures and beliefs are completely different, our two lands have that much in common. That's when I realized the only way to change things is to bring the whole world together and start anew. That's the dream I've been working towards since I first entered the Officers Academy 5 years ago. To unify the Alliance, and then all of Fulham, and to bring a new set of values to this new land of mine. After that, expand that vision to the rest of the world. Break down the walls and let a new perspective come rushing in. Do you think that's just a crazy pipe dream or a brilliant ambition? Not too long ago, I would have said it was too much for me to accomplish on my own. But that's not how I feel anymore. And that's because I have you on my side. Lately, I've spent a lot of time thinking about how I have made it this far. And you and me, Teach, can go anywhere, do anything. I hope that you always walk in step with me. At least until the day comes when we can look out at the peaceful world we've been. You jump through.
My strategy.
Mhm.
Another victory. It is still marching on. You won't find me. In fact,
I do well.
Crush them all.
What's the plan? At the record. Self-care.
Shall we? What's the intent?
Push
What's my strategy?
3 rounds.
Another victory.
And 10 here.
More fighting. Turn the tide.
See me? Black. Running in. Make my peace.
Crush them all. And Lady Rhea.
On work. At the record.
Mm-hmm. With this one, we don't want to have any paladins. Or horse riders.
Crush them all.
Running in H.
Onward.
At the record.
We're not going to use Healing Art there.
I think West.
What's my strategy? One being good. More fighting. I will prevent it. Battle of victory. Shall we? So, we're going out in the leave them well. And
With that, that will bring us to the end of this episode. We'll be doing the chapter mission for the next one. Let's get your rating up.
I can't believe how long it's been since I left home. Since I was dragged out of the house, I mean. 5 whole years. It's weird to think about. At first, I remember I was desperate to go back, but now it's the opposite. I have friends here. The monastery's become a second home to me. Back then, never would have dreamed a day like this would come. It's all thanks to you. You've given me a second chance at life. If not for you, I never would have gotten used to leaving my room, let alone the monastery. Maybe the battlefield's just told my senses. I'm much better with strangers and new places now, though. I don't panic nearly as much as before. Place? That sounds like a tough assignment. We're teasing, aren't you? Please don't joke around like that anymore. It's torture for me. You're still not taking me seriously. Friends respect each other's feelings, don't they? Good. You're absolutely not allowed to send me out anywhere on my own. Got it? You need to come with. If you're with me, I can go anywhere in the world. Purpose. That's enough. I need some time alone.
Hmm.
You this time, brother?
No need to worry, Flame. Simply leave it all to me.
You always take away all the fun from me?
Most satisfactory.
Thank you. But you did.
Yes, I need to know this stuff.
Could be useful. I have much expertise now. Technique never betrays. Thank you so much.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
Hmm. Let's do this one.
I think I've gotten it well worth the effort.
I still have much to.
I suppose it's working. Sir, a pleasure to see you. Here for confessional. Confessing my foolishness. While I'm at it, may I confess something to you too? I realize what a burden I've been. On you, I mean. After every breakup, I neglect my work, and I know how that affects you. I'm completely worthless as a woman. Can you imagine how that feels? I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I just know it. You think so too, don't you? Really? So maybe there's still hope for me. Who am I kidding? I've known for years how hopeless I am. What's wrong with me? It's not my looks. I'm still gorgeous. Or am I? Be honest. Do I look old? No, not possible. I'm the songstress who swept the empire off its feet. Men profess their love for me hourly. It can't be my looks. Although, just fine is a bit, well, it's better to be attractive than just fine. Oh no, if the problem isn't my looks, and they are not the problem. A girl can tell a lie when she hears one. You think there's a problem, don't I? Suppose I can be a bit unkempt. I do have a short temper, and I may be a little lazy sometimes, but I've always heard fellas, like a woman with a. Seems to me there are plenty of flawed girls who have landed themselves a good man. So maybe my trouble is I'm not imperfect enough. Do you think I could use a few more flaws? Why? Do you think I'm flawed enough already?
Sir, what brings you here? Fancy a bit of fishing? Are you looking for help with something? Ah, no. Your eyes tell a different story. No, I can hardly go fishing without thinking of old Jeffers. He and I just sit here, casting our lines again and again. I'm no better at it now than I was then. Not a single nip. No, just like your father. You know all the tricks of the fisherman's trade. I was hopeless at it, but he was a master. In the time it took me to fish, he could fill his basket to the brim. No, talks too much. Feeling very nostalgic. Why don't you join me? We can trade some stories about the old man. We spoke before about how Gerald never seemed paid. Once, he was drunk. He let the secret slip. He said he'd had an infusion of crest-bearing blood, and it had greatly extended his life. Well, we both drinking. I figured he was joking, so I just laughed it off. Then I asked him his age. He said he'd stopped counting after he hit 100, and he was telling the truth. In those 20 years he was away, he didn't age a bit. An incredible burst, to be sure. I probably don't know about half of it. Actually, I'd like to ask you something about Gerald. When Gerald was away from the monastery, what was he like? In other words, he was exactly the same. When he was with the nuts, he always found time to go fishing. He was hooked on it, you might say. He'd say there was no greater pleasure in life than sinking his teeth into a fish he caught. And what now? I have to say, right now, fishing with you really takes me back. This feels just like the good old days. When Gerald was sitting beside me.
Mhm.
Will do. Though I note we're short on arcane crystals. Make a note to keep some in reserve next time. Yep, that's everything. All I need now is a test subject. Not a what? Who? Meaning you. Now, lie still, please. Fair point. A bit of rest to clear my head would be good for the next step. Leave off here, and I shall see you again in the morning. I better make some headway on this tomorrow. Every day counts, you know. If I can complete this ritual, I'll be famous throughout the known world for it. The prestige it will bring me is necessary to restore my fallen house. Or was your question, why so much trouble for a fallen house? Because I am a new path, as were all my ancestors. And our line has endured too long to end in me. Oh, yes. You don't know. Well, seeing as you are serving as my research assistant and test subject, I should explain myself. House Newell was granted its peerage shortly after the establishment of the Empire. For generations, the heads of our house have been scholars of magic. They often enjoyed appointments to esteemed posts within the Empire. However, during the insurrection of the Seven, we cast our lot with the Emperor and were punished for it. We suffered further losses when we were used as a sacrifice to Dagda and Bridget during their attack. My family, including my parents and older brother, died then. The town of Nouvelle is now in ash. The 6 great families decreed this to be the end of my house. We have not left now but the name. No title, no subjects, no land. Everything I was to inherit has been taken from me. What I require is an achievement so grand that our next ruler would be forced to recognize it. And then, House Nouvelle will take its rightful place among the elite class once more. You understand that to collaborate with me towards such a grand purpose is a high honor, don't you? Oh, but yes, good night. I expect to see you bright and early tomorrow.
We are now building our forces in order to rise up against the Imperial army. But it wouldn't be smart for us to fight under the banner of the Alliance. That would only incite the lords who support the Empire. We've also combined forces with the Knights of Seros. Therefore, I suggest that we operate under a new symbol. That's why I prepared this. You may recognize it as the Crest of Flames, which resides in Teach. The phantom crest that has reappeared after more than 1,000 years. We're attempting our own miracle, so it seems like a suitable symbol for us. So, until we welcome the dawn of a new age in Foda, let's fight to the very end as one, under the symbol of the Crest of Flames.
Impressive, Claude. Forget restoring the monastery. Somehow roped everyone into fighting back against the Empire.
If you recall, I never technically asked anyone to join us. If anything, we have Teach's achievements to thank. Now that you mention it, I guess I should express my gratitude. Hey, friend. So this is where you've been. Without you, the Knights never would have joined our cause. I can never pay you back for that. Just leave it to me, Teach. When this fight is over, I plan to see all of my dreams come to fruition. And yours as well. Well, for example, to bust open Fodlan's throat, there's a massive fortress there, which is responsible for protecting the eastern border of the Alliance. I like to think of it as a lid on a bottle. The people of Fodlan only know a small part of the world. Their prejudices are born because they don't know what lies beyond their borders. And the opposite is true too. Those outside of Fodlan don't know about this place. Ignorance breeds discrimination. Whether you look inside the bottle or outside of it, if you really look, all you'll find are people who you can get along with if you only try. That's why I want to bust open that lid, which is keeping us locked inside. Or destroy the bottle entirely. I'll find the right time to bring it up. Even if I talked about it now, it doesn't seem realistic, does it? First, we need to defeat the Empire and restore peace to... Huh?
Professor, Claude, we're under attack.
I guess we'll have to cut our conversation short. What's going on, Leonie?
It's a small group, but some Imperial troops are headed this way. It looks like they were stationed nearby.
I've got to hand it to Edelgard. Nothing gets past that one. As long as we don't let our guard down, there's no way they can defeat us. This will be our first battle alongside the Knights of Ceres. Let's kick off our new partnership with a magnificent victory.
Hmm. How many more Master Seals? And we basically have everyone past the everyone within the advance, and this one has a secret pass, so what are we gonna do? Mhm. What are we gonna do? Like some rounds of supports. Anyways, I'll see you guys within the next episode.